Can I heal my relationship with food without gaining weight? Obviously, this is a question that I receive from prospective clients very often. For a lot of us, our disordered eating practices wouldn't develop if we weren't so concerned about our weight and wanting to control our weight. This is completely understandable for this to be a valid question to ask. Now, the answer to that is obviously maybe, and it depends. Every single journey is different. Every single body responds differently to the healing process. Every healing process is different. But I'll invite you to consider if we can heal our relationship with food without bit by bit releasing control that we have over our food. And if we can release control over our food bit by bit without simultaneously releasing control of what our body weight sort of does, particularly in the short term, I would say. From my experience, some of my clients gain weight when they heal their relationship with food. Some of them permanently, some of them temporarily, it depends. Some of them don't gain weight. Some of them start to lose weight immediately. It very, very much depends. Now, the question is, from where I sit, is do we allow our fears of releasing weight control to prevent us from healing our relationship with food? And if that is a very scary idea to us, what can we do about it so that we can maybe break through that and push through and get to the other side where we have a normal and healthy relationship with food, one that over time does promote health and where your body naturally, healthily likes to sit on its own. Naturally, it's very difficult to give up weight control when we come from the history or we are in the place that we might be right now. This is exactly why with clients, we very much work on building something bigger than weight, which might seem very impossible right now. I know that it did for me when I was in the same position. I know it does for a lot of my clients when they start, but we can absolutely build something much bigger for ourselves than our weight. We can, for lack of a better term, care less about our weight and about our body and more about other things and start to see ourselves and value ourselves in new and perhaps healthier ways or more helpful ways, particularly to this process. And something which I deliver to clients as well, I understand that if we've been in a dieting frame of mind, everything can be quite short term. Looking at the short term, I really encourage clients and support clients in starting to take a longer term view. Where would you like to be 6 months from now? Where would you like to be a year from now? Where would you like to be 2 years from now? I, as many of you know, am a big advocate for healing our relationship with food, developing a normal and healthy relationship with food, which over time is conducive to promoting health and our healthy weight, whatever that is for us. It looks different on all of us. I know that you want to heal your relationship with food and have a peaceful and positive and normal, healthy relationship with food. And I know you want to thrive in life and feel confident and be rich in experiences regardless of what your body might physically look like. All of my clients, of course, come with the same fears and concerns. And what do they notice? Firstly, is that a lot of these fears and concerns for many of them, once their weight starts to stabilize and they are being more free with their food and they're honoring their hunger and they're feeling much more at peace with the way that they're eating and good about how they're eating and their weight has stabilized, even if this isn't at the ideal weight that they initially had sought for so many years, just being in this position of seeing their weight stabilize with a healthy relationship with food, they feel really rewarded by most of the time. And I can't tell you how many times that I have heard, I will never go back to dieting and restricting again, even if it means that I'm not in what I used to consider my perfect body, because this freedom feels so good. Obviously, that's just a lot of their experience, but I think that it's important to share. What else do they start to notice? A lot of them, that when they have all of this mental freedom that comes with having a healthy relationship with food, and they really start to thrive in other areas of life, and their confidence starts to build and their joy in life starts to build, which it absolutely does, their weight and their body, for many of them, in comparison, starts to matter less, which I know seems like a difficult idea to grasp, perhaps when we're at the start of our journey, of not caring as much about our weight. But I see this week in and week out. They also start to gain this new level of trust in their body whilst healing their relationship with food and everything that that means, which to me encompasses eating a largely nutritious diet and exploring and addressing emotional attachments to food and the rest. They start to gain this trust that their body, through doing this all on its own, will begin to take them to where their body feels healthiest in terms of their weight, without them having to control their food anywhere near as heavily as they once did. Many of them also notice that their old beliefs of not being able to be certain things or do certain things or feel certain things in a larger body to what they had previously perhaps wanted or sought, these beliefs really get challenged as they do start to grow in happiness and joy and confidence and experience. And it's one of my absolute favorite parts to my job, is seeing people start to thrive in this way. Having a peaceful relationship with food, free from binge eating, breaking down limiting beliefs, building up self-esteem, bringing in more joy and more confidence, and building something in life, or many things in life, far bigger than food and weight are a few of the things that I've seen with clients make releasing such heavy control over their weight far more manageable. Perhaps not entirely comfortable, but comfortable enough that they decide that this way of living they much prefer to their old way of living. No one can tell you when you're ready, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you are ready now. All that I will say is that you may be more ready than you think that you are once you start reaping the rewards of having a healthy relationship with food and all of the personal growth that comes on so many levels through moving away from disordered eating. You may feel more comfortable about releasing weight control than you believe right now. Take care of yourselves, lovelies, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.